The forest breathes around you, vast and indifferent. Every step you take is muffled by a thick carpet of fallen leaves, and the towering trees seem to watch in silent witness. Here, you are a visitor in a world that has existed long before you, and will remain long after. Sunlight barely breaks through the dense canopy, casting shifting shadows on the mossy floor. The beams of light feel precious, rare, as if the forest is reluctant to share its secrets. Each patch of brightness is a reminder of the world outside, just out of reach. Every sound is amplified in the quiet, heightening your senses. The snap of a twig, the flutter of a bird's wings, or your own breath, each noise seems to echo, making you hyper-aware of your isolation. The air is thick with the scent of earth and pine, evoking both beauty and isolation. The forest's aroma is grounding, yet it also reminds you how far you are from the familiar comforts of home. Imagine being separated from your group, landmarks blurring, unease settling in. The trees become a maze, and every direction looks the same. Anxiety grows as you realize how easy it is to lose your way. Your voice is swallowed by the foliage, a fleeting sound lost in ancient silence. No matter how loudly you call, the forest absorbs your words, leaving you feeling even more alone. Here, the real challenge is not predators, but the threat of being lost, and the need for reliable communication becomes survival itself. In these moments, the ability to reach out, to be heard, is more valuable than any tool or weapon. Our ancestors faced this too, crafting horns from animal remains to send clear signals through the wild. These early tools were born from necessity, a creative answer to the forest's overwhelming silence. The horn's blast is a powerful message. I am here, a simple, ingenious solution to a timeless problem. In the vastness of the forest, that sound could mean the difference between being lost and being found, between fear and hope. Norse mythology gives us the Gjallarhorn, Heimdall's legendary horn, whose mighty blast is said to signal the end of the world and the beginning of Ragnarok. This mythic instrument, described in ancient sagas, is more than just a symbol of doom. It's a powerful reminder of the deep connection between the Norse gods and the people who worshipped them. But this legend is rooted in reality. Vikings used real horns, carefully crafted from cattle, for vital communication across their rugged landscapes. These horns weren't just ceremonial, they were practical tools, essential for survival in a world where quick, clear signals could mean the difference between life and death. These horns rallied warriors to battle, signaled across vast fjords, and coordinated hunts in dense forests. The sound of a horn could summon an entire village, warn of danger, or mark the start of a great feast. In every aspect of Viking life, the horn's call was a thread that tied the community together. The myth of the Gjallarhorn echoes the everyday sound of a watchman's horn, blurring the line between the divine and the practical. For the Norse, the boundary between myth and reality was thin. What was used by gods in stories was mirrored by people in their daily lives. For the Vikings, gods and tools were deeply intertwined. Heimdall's horn was a cosmic version of their own, a divine reflection of the instruments they relied on. The stories they told elevated their everyday objects, giving them a sacred dimension. The horn's sound was more than a signal. It was identity, culture, and survival. It was the voice of the community, echoing through valleys and over water, uniting people in times of celebration and crisis alike. The legend elevates a simple tool to sacred status, reminding us that survival gear was woven into their stories and beliefs. Every horn carried echoes of myth, and every blast was a link to the gods. For Norse people, the horn's call was both a warning and a connection to their world, a sound that could signal danger, but also bring people together, reinforcing bonds of kinship and tradition. Heimdall's horn is the perfect meeting of belief and bushcraft, where the practical needs of survival and the mysteries of faith come together in a single, powerful symbol. It's a story that turns a survival tool into a symbol of order in chaos, showing how the Norse found meaning and structure even in the most turbulent times. The tools of survival were inseparable from the stories that shaped their universe, reminding us that in the world of the Vikings, myth and reality were always converging, each giving life and meaning to the other. The horn's power is rooted in physics, a fascinating blend of natural acoustics and human ingenuity. When you shout, your voice scatters and weakens, especially in dense forests. The trees and foliage absorb and deflect the sound waves, making it hard for your voice to travel far. A horn channels sound, focusing it into a powerful directional beam. This focused beam of sound can cut through the dense forest, reaching much farther than a human shout ever could. Like a flashlight compared to a bare bulb, the horn projects your signal much farther. The focused sound waves travel in a straight line, maintaining their energy over greater distances. It doesn't create more energy, it uses your breath efficiently, sending sound where it's needed. The horn amplifies the energy of your breath, transforming it into a powerful sound wave. Animal horns produce low-frequency sounds, which travel farther and aren't easily scattered by trees or hills. These low frequencies can penetrate obstacles and carry over long distances. High-pitched sounds get lost, but a horn's deep blast cuts through the wild. The low, resonant tones of the horn are less likely to be absorbed by the environment. This combination of focused energy and low tone makes the horn a supremely effective signaling device. It's a tool that has been used for centuries to communicate across vast distances. It's ancient technology, perfected by nature and human need. Throughout history, horns have been used in various cultures for communication, signaling, and even in rituals. The horn is proof that simple tools can conquer the vastness of the wilderness. Its enduring design and effectiveness are a testament to the ingenuity of our ancestors. To understand these ancient tools, we must test them in the wild. On open moors, a horn's blast can travel for miles, clear and unmistakable. In dense forests, the range shrinks. Sound is absorbed by trunks and leaves, sometimes reaching only a kilometer. Terrain matters. Hills block sound, but high ground lets it carry into valleys. Rocky mountains can echo the blast, extending its reach in unexpected ways. The horn's effectiveness depends on the user's knowledge of the land, where to stand, how to use the wind. It's not magic, but a partnership between tool, user, and environment. Mastery comes from understanding both the horn and the wild. The material of a horn shapes its sound and durability. Most were made from animal horn, lightweight, resilient, but vulnerable to moisture and heat. Proper care was essential. Keep it dry, treat with oils, protect from sun. Bronze horns, used by the wealthy, were louder and more durable, but heavy and cold in winter. Each material had trade-offs. Farmers chose cow horn for practicality, warlords chose bronze for power. Maintenance was a survival ritual. A neglected horn could fail when needed most. The choice reflected resources, environment, and status. Both types required skill and care to remain reliable. The horn's value was in its readiness, a lifeline in the wild. Survival depended on the right tool, well maintained. Loudness alone isn't enough. The horn's power lies in its codes. Simple patterns, one long blast together, two short for danger, three for all clear, turned noise into information. These codes were agreed upon before venturing out, ensuring clarity in crisis. Context mattered. The same signal could mean different things depending on the situation. This system was robust, unambiguous, and easy to remember. In the wild, there's no room for confusion. Clarity saves lives. The horn's language was pure function stripped to essentials. It's a reminder that the best solutions are often the simplest. Generations relied on these codes for survival and cohesion. In a world of GPS and smartphones, the horn seems obsolete, but its lessons endure. It's a symbol of self-reliance, no batteries, no screens, just breath and skill. Using a horn teaches you to read the land, understand wind, and plan with your group. It demands environmental awareness, not passive reliance on tech. Agreeing on signals fosters teamwork and discipline. Survival is a collective effort. The horn is more than a tool. It's a teacher of physics, history, and practical wisdom. It honors the ingenuity of our ancestors and connects us to timeless skills. For modern adventurers, learning the horn is a way to stay prepared and connected to the wild. Sometimes the old ways are the most reliable. From the mythical gyala horn to the farmer's cow horn, the journey is one of survival and connection. The horn's call is the echo of centuries, community, warning, and triumph in the wild. In a digital world, the horn stands for simplicity, skill, and self-reliance. Its lessons, sound, landscape, codes, are as relevant now as ever. True mastery is working with nature, not against it. Listen in the quiet woods. You might imagine the distant call of a horn. It's ancient wisdom on the wind, a reminder of resilience and connection. The skills of the past are living knowledge, ready to guide us today.